getting ready to get it set up to start harvesting our wheat crop. It's mid-May now, so the end of May, 1st of June, we'll start harvesting wheat. You can see Farmer Pete, he's out here. He's got the header, the attachment that's going to go on the front of the combine. He's pulling it around. We're going to get it centered up on the combine here, and we'll get it hooked up. And once we get it hooked up, then we'll go through and check our settings and make sure everything's right. We've noticed a few things we have to fix, some oil leaks, tighten up some belts and things like that, but we're going to get it ready. Somebody clipped this flange right here while the header was in the shop at some point this year, because we noticed it's got an oil leak and it's leaking down. It's losing the oil that's in this reservoir here, and that's what turns the reel. This thing up here is called the reel, and I'll show you around front the knife, but that we used to actually cut the grain. But anyway, so this flange is leaking, so we'll need to replace that as well. Just gotta make a fine adjustment here. Just finished tightening up what we call the clean grain elevator. This thing right here, these paddles, this is spinning around and this is pulling the cleaned grain. So after the crop has come through the combine and it's been threshed out and it wants to bring that clean grain up this elevator right here all the way up into the grain tank. So we had to adjust these two nuts right here to move this rod to tighten this chain that runs inside here. But as you can see, we're just about out of adjustment, so we're going to have to take a link out before we tighten it up anymore. Get it cranked up and we'll throw it in gear. Let's see what the settings are doing. You ready? It's not supposed to make that noise. Sounds like it was right here. Turn it again. I'm not sure. It almost sounds like, looked like it was popping behind this pulley there.
The slip clutch?
I don't know. Yeah, that got it. Checking on the settings to know how to set the machine up, and I think I ran into a mouse problem. My paper has been mouse eaten, but the settings that I need to see, I can still see. For wheat, these are the settings I'm looking for. These are missing, but I already remember what those are supposed to be, but these are the ones I wanted to double check. Alright, so I'm going to throttle all the way up. And I'll use buttons here to navigate around this menu. That's the engine RPMs, this is the speed, and this is the height that the header is. But I want to know how fast the rotor is turning. So that's turning at 870. So then I'll have to look back at my mouse-eaten manual, and I need it to be at soybeans was 1520, so I think the wheat was 1250, I believe. So I need to speed the rotor up. the way I would do that is with this button right here. So press that forward and speed it up. You can see the rotor. It's 890 now. It's going to go all the way up to 1250. Next up would be the fan speed. We want to make sure it's at 1,000. And if we look here, our fan is currently at 1080. So we're going to slow it down if we can. It's heading down. I'm using the button that was right beside the rotor speed. Mashing it down. We're at 1,000. Go back up a little bit. At 1,000 there on the fan. So those settings are right. And now we'll start working on the other ones. Ow, that was my back. All right, Pete's crawling up in the machine here. What we're doing is adjusting the screens, what we call these, or sieves is their proper name. But we set this gap here to a certain measurement so that the seed falls through and all the trash gets blown out the back. So we're changing this back. This top screen here is divided in 3 parts. We're going to change the back in the middle to a 1/2 inch. And the very front one up there is set to a 1/4 inch. These middle screens, the middle section, I can use buttons out here.
Up. That's good. Here, take your bolt and see.
There's a hole here to check it.
You don't have a 10 millimeter.
Make one.
I can't. I don't.
You don't have a metal foundry in your back pocket?
No.
I think that is set
No. No. This one.
correct now.
This one.
They're the same size.
Might be a little tight, actually. I might open it back up just a little more. Okay.
We are still taking this curve bar out, right?
Yeah, we are. Well, that's never a good thing. Broke a grease fitting. How do you find anything in this service truck, Pete?
Get over here and you pray.
See if we can't fix this messed up thread. I don't know if that got it or not. Got it fixed. All right, behind this door here is the feeder house chain. It's definitely loose. Tell me how many shoulders.
I'm gonna just make one full revolution.
Viva la revolution.
That's one shoulder, 2 shoulders.
What's it that bent the
6 shoulders.
bent those bars in his?
Oh, I think we've all done that in time.
All right, that was 6 shoulders.
What do you have to do? Suck up a rock to do that?
Yours is tight,
Yeah.
and it's always been that way. Mine's a little loose, but if I try to tighten mine up, my adjustment's just right, and it'll start running sideways.
But we don't want that.
No.